Okay, Mr. Haresh Jason, very good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
Thanks for joining my emotional intelligence series titled Be Inspired. You are my first candidate to join this series. I was training you 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, 2018.
2019.
2019. Diploma in Leadership and People Management. Ken Haresh, could you just give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Hi, everybody. Good evening. My name is Haresh. My age is 34. I'm actually working as a finance manager in a private security firm. Besides that, I have my hobbies and stuff, like to read books and then play basketball and stuff.
Interesting. You said you're 34. You were one of the youngest student in the class, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
So what made you join the diploma class?
Actually, to be very frank, it was actually by a referral by my cousin's sister.
Okay.
My gosh, that was the initial stage. After coming for the class, after knowing the diploma modules, there was a lot of changes within me itself.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Continue.
So as firstly, it was something like I thought it was more like a practical type of course, practical type of diploma. Just some vocals here and there. But then as I enter into the module and stuff, it goes into a very interesting type of phase.
Okay.
A lot of changes within me in myself actually.
So you're glad that you joined and completed the diploma.
Yep. Yes.
Good. Thanks for that, Haresh. Now I just want to talk about this pandemic that's going on all over the world. So if you can remember, our government announced the lockdown in March 18 to be precise, together with other countries also during that period in March. What was your reaction? How were you feeling during that time?
To be very frank, during the pandemic period of time, I was very stressed out.
So use the word stressed out. It was very messy. So basically, you were in a cage. You couldn't meet your family members. You couldn't meet your friends. So when you felt like you were caged up at home.
Yeah, correct.
How did you overcome this period?
Okay, to be very frank, because actually my workplace, we had an option to work from home and also to come to office to work, because we were actually...
Sorry to interrupt. Yours is an essential service?
Yes, correct. Essential service provider. So we were actually given an option. So I took the option of coming back to the office. At least I travel out from the house, because staying in the house is I felt it was like very confined. So there was one option given to me to travel from my home to the workplace.
Okay, so that was an outlet for you.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so we social animals, we need to mingle, to get out. So you were traveling. Can you just share with us how was Singapore during that period when you were traveling daily to work? The town was quiet, the city was quiet, the roads were quiet. What was running in your mind during this period?
I was really very surprised, because I only see this type of thing during Chinese New Year period.
During the eve, right?
Yeah. So everything was being closed. Then as I came out from my house, the buses were empty, the MRTs were empty, and then even the shops were empty. Some even closed.
Did you like that?
Actually, at the initial stage, it was okay, because everything you managed to get a seat inside the MRT and bus. But as the day goes by, it gotten me a bit like awkward.
Okay.
That's how Singapore was not used to be.
Okay.
And even we can't even dine in the food court. We can't dine in the canteen at all. So everything has to be brought over. Like we have to get our own lunch at home and everything like that.
Okay.
So there's also a lot of restrictions around at the point of time.
Okay. So now you mentioned you were stressed up, and then you still had an outlet. You still were able to travel, go and get out of the house. Coming back to the topic of emotional intelligence, which you partially did during your diploma days, right? The four domains: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. So if I want to dive into the first two, which is self-awareness and self-management, how did you manage your stress?
Okay. To be precise, for my stress itself, okay, when I come to office, right, because my mind is on the finance and accounts end. Yeah, so our clients were all closed. So there was money coming in. You know, there were actually no money coming in. They can't do transfer because it was like within a time frame that was given for them to close down everything now. So during that period, it was really very stressful. You know, with the money coming in, we can't pay our officers, we can't get the office moving and stuff like that. So as I was in the senior management, so it was really tough on my side. So we still have to get the ball rolling. So besides that, actually I started doing TikTok videos, just to release my tension. You know, do TikTok videos, and then I'm not a movie person. I was never a movie person.
Okay.
So during this time, I started to watch those movies that were actually comedy and were interesting.
Okay.
Release myself.
So these are the two new hobbies that you cultivated during the pandemic period.
Yes,
TikToks and watching movies.
Yeah.
You spoke a lot about work stress. Okay, that's one part. You see, you know, we humans, we love our comfort zone.
Yes, correct.
And if any changes occurs, the first thing we do is react.
Yes, correct.
Hopefully, some will react positively, some will react negatively. Yeah. So when you were talking about this, when you mentioned about the family members, some of them are elderly people. They were not able to adapt to the new change, especially video conferencing. You mentioned.
Yeah, correct.
But do you realize something? This pandemic really taught us a lesson, and one main lesson is: sorry, too bad, no choice. You have to adapt.
Yes.
No choice. You see. Yeah. So, what would you say to people who are still, even after 8 or 9 months, still finding difficult to adapt to the change?
To be very frank, they have to adapt. There's no given choice.
Okay.
There's never a given choice. It's either you have to take it. You're taking the new lifestyle, the new way of seeing things, the new way of approaching things, the new way of getting things done. So
one of the words I always emphasize in class, acceptance.
Yes, correct.
You know, it came in, you know, superbly during this period. You have to accept and move on. Okay, so now coming back to you, Haresh. Yep. So how did you cope with the challenge that you faced? You said you started doing TikTok videos. Okay, what inspired you to do video?
Inspiration was basically because I actually downloaded the app, and then I did a lot of videos down there. People were just posting and stuff like that. So I was telling myself, why can't I just do it? Why can't I just have this new approach?
If they are doing it, why can't I do it also?
Why can't I do it? Yes.
Okay. And how was it received by the society?
It was good. I received a lot of likes.
Okay.
Good comments and stuff.
Okay. You received a lot of likes. Next question. What if you had not received a lot of likes? Would you have still continued, or would you have been even more depressed or demoralized?
No, I would have still continued because it was my happiness.
Well said. Well done.
To my happiness. So even though I got no like for the video, I still will continue to post the videos and stuff like that.
Okay, so in order to overcome the battle you had in your mind, to overcome the stress that you're going through, you started doing TikTok videos.
Yeah.
Now, these TikTok videos you did was for your own happiness, regardless of what society is going to say.
Yes, correct.
So you found your own outlet to make yourself happy.
Yep.
Well done. So end of the day, what you're saying is whether situation is right or situation is wrong, whether it's pandemic or non-pandemic period, end of the day, we are able to control our mind. We are able to find solutions for our negative thoughts and negative emotions.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so going towards the topic of self-awareness and self-management, I would like to bring up one more. It could be a sensitive topic, but to the world, I would definitely say it's a very inspiring story.
Okay.
Haresh, I'm going to share something. Just bear with me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here I announce Mr. Haresh Jason. Haresh, how old were you and when was this photo taken in the tuxedo?
The tuxedo, I think, was about 2 to 3 years ago.
Okay. That means 2018. Okay.
Yeah. And then the one in the blue was during a class.
The one in the blue was during a class. If I'm not mistaken, I think I took it.
Yeah, correct.
You guys were doing an activity.
Yeah,
okay.
Correct.
Can you just share with us during this period when you were 160 kg? How did society see you? What was going through your mind? Were you down? Were you demoralized, or you just didn't care about what society said? You just went on living?
To be very frank, I was actually down because there were actually very crude remarks given that I was being fat. You know, I can't do this, I can't do that. I was being discriminated in a lot of things. And the major part was even clothing. I'm unable to get a formal attire for myself.
Okay.
It was very difficult at that point of time to get a formal attire based on my size and everything. So there was a lot of restrictions when I had this much of weight in my body. And not only that, I'm unable to move around much more freer than other people. You know, climbing up a stretch of stairs will take me a lot of time. That point of time. So that was my initial stage when I was at 160 kilos. And being this 160 kilos is not only that point of time. I have been like this for the past, I would say, about 15 years.
Okay, 15 years.
15 years, yes.
So for 15 years, you were discriminated. For 15 years, you were receiving crude remarks. For 15 years, you couldn't find the proper attire, clothing. And what was the result of that? Did that make you a very introvert? You didn't want to socialize with people? Did you go through depression? Can you just walk through with us?
To be very frank, I went through depression at that point of time.
Okay. Because
when all these crude remarks came in, I'm unable to socialize. You know, to be very frank, I can give you a scenario where in my office itself, I can't find a suitable chair for me. That means whatever chair I sit, it will break.
Okay.
The below the bars and everything will just give away, and then you just break it down. So when everybody starts seeing me falling down on the floor and stuff like that, I'll get very hurt because I just felt
embarrassing.
Embarrassing, and then also people looking down on me. So that was my.
What still made you wake up knowing that people are still going to look down on you, make fun of you? Yesterday an embarrassing moment happened in the office. You fell down. You still woke up, changed, and went to work.
Yes, correct.
What was running in your mind?
Because in the end, it's me, myself, and I.
Beautifully said. Okay, so in 2018, 2019, you decided to go on a weight loss program. Am I right to say that?
It was in 2019 after your class. After we had our diploma class.
Okay.
My initial stage after attending to your modules and stuff.
Okay.
So that was a trigger point for myself.
What was the trigger point?
Actually, there was because of me getting to know anybody, it was very difficult. You know, I don't socialize to anyone very easily.
Okay.
You know, and then when I come into the class and everything, I was very quiet. I didn't socialize.
I remember. Yeah, the first few lessons.
I didn't talk to anybody and stuff.
You will walk in and sit right to the first chair or the first table near the table, near the door, main door.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So then, after that, then while I was going through all these teachings by Akainen, and then I was following up. So I was telling myself, why can't I just have a change in my life?
So coming back to the class scenario, right? You mentioned that it was after the diploma that you started. There was a trigger factor. I also noticed that a lot of your classmates were very close with you. Okay.
Yes.
So talking about that subject, did you need attention, love, care, concern from external people? Were they one of your motivators?
To be very frank, yes.
Okay. Now, if let's say I'm you, okay, I still at this age have not found anyone who's close with me. Are you trying to say that I need an external factor to motivate me to do what I should be doing?
No, we do not need an external factor. It actually lies within us.
Okay. Okay.
And
You just
yeah, I just needed a small turn up point. You know, just we're actually at the drive area, so we actually just need a turn up point to just go up and then go up again. So that was the getting part of the attention, the love, and everything was actually a turn up point. But to be very frank, the basic thing was the drive that we have to have for ourselves.
You're right, Haresh. Very well said. You know what? Because I can be sitting here motivating hundreds of people. You know, just like your classmates.
Yes.
But if you yourself do not want to take the first step, it's no use anyone giving advice. So very well said. End of the day, it's you yourself motivating yourself. Okay, so let me share the screen again. You know, I get inspired looking at it. Okay, so this was in 2019, and then you were 160 kg.
Yeah.
From there, you went to this.
Yeah, correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the current Haresh in the Indian outfit, traditional outfit. You want to tell us what happened here?
Okay. Actually, I actually after diploma class, during the diploma class itself, already I started to have a mindset that I need to lose weight. No matter what, I need to lose weight. I need to have some changes in my life. So from there was a lot of emotional struggles along the way. You know, there was a point of time where I sit down and I broke down because I'm unable to eat my normal food. You know, I had a lot of obstacles doing arm exercises because of my weight. You know, and then not only that, there was also a lot of remarks coming in saying that why must you lose weight? You're losing it for who? I got that type of remarks coming in as well also.
See, that's the society, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you were big, they gave good remarks. When you were trying and making an effort to do something good for yourself, there also you got negative remarks.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So let me go to the next slide. Another fantastic looking at Rajinikanth here. I mean, you really look good here, Haresh. I've got to give it to you. You really look good with the beard. I can see a lot of confidence in this picture. Your self-esteem is high. What happened here? Tell us. Not only on this picture, the journey.
The journey was okay when I start to progress on the journey. Nothing happens actually. I was just losing like 0.5 kilos. I could go for 2 weeks. So that point of time, it was a very depressing moment for me because after doing so much, I'm still not getting results. So after that, I start to push myself even more. You know, I start to watch motivational videos. You know, on how people lose weight. You know, that got me even more motivated. So I went to the correct path of losing weight. So how the journey went through.
Okay. I would like to share the next one. Let me show the people a quick video. See, I'm getting inspired, Haresh. I just want to ask you one question at this point. There was one part in the video where you just stopped for half a second. Your face, you could tell that you're going through pain.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, let's watch that again. Right about here. Okay. So at that part, I could tell that you're going through pain. You just stopped for a second. And yet you still continued after that. You did a few more pushes.
Yeah, correct.
When you stopped, when the face was going through pain, what was going in your mind? Did you want to give up?
No.
Okay, what was pushing you to continue?
The journey that I went through so far.
That came back, the flashback.
Yes, the flashback.
The crude remarks.
Yeah. I usually will have that. I usually will have that in my mind rolling up to actually motivate even further. So there were times where I just had to stop because I don't want to take it anymore. But I'll just go ahead because the results that's going to come up, it's really going to be interesting. So with that motivation, I proceed further.
Okay, so It was not so much of a physical pain you were going through, but because of your past emotional pain that you went through is pushing you today.
Yep.
Beautiful. And this is the current Haresh. Right? I'm very, very proud. Not only proud, I myself. I'm glad that you're my first participant in this series, Be Inspired, because I'm getting inspired myself, and I bet a lot of other listeners will be getting inspired just by looking at these photos, your previous photos, your now and then. Okay. Now, currently, when was this checkered shirt photo taken?
This was taken on last Saturday.
Last Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very current picture. And what's your weight now?
Now it's at 98.
98 from 162
to 98. Yeah.
How long was this whole journey, Haresh?
It started, I think, was in April. It was in April. I was in March. Sorry, March till last year. March till now.
So a good
1.5 years.
1.5 years.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, 1.5 years. You lost half the kg.
Yeah.
From 160 almost on 98 kg.
Yeah.
If people don't get inspired by this, I don't know what to say. Okay, Haresh.
Okay.
Let me stop sharing this. The videos are continuing. First of all, I'm lost for words. Looking at your video, looking at hearing your words, you're saying how motivated you are. Today, many people, they need external help, external motivation. They are not motivated. The intrinsic motivation, the internal motivation. So, what if there's any takeaway for people, all right? Whether it's on self-love, what would it be?
It's never to give up.
Never to give up.
Never to give up. To be very frank, there will definitely be times where there'll be thoughts of giving up. Thoughts of giving up. Why am I doing all this? For whom am I doing all this?
For whom?
For whom? So all these negative factors were actually coming of what my experience was. But then you just have to push all these things aside and then look the bright side of life.
What's next, Haresh, for you?
Next, most probably to lose more kilos to my ideal.
Okay.
Yeah. So my ideal is about 76 kilo, by right. So I got 2 kilos more to lose.
Okay.
And then I'm actually intending to, once I lost the necessary kilos and stuff, I'm actually intending to do modeling.
Go for it.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, to do modeling, and then not only that, maybe some acting here and there if I'm able to.
Okay.
And also to pursue my education.
You still have the hunger for education.
Yes, correct.
What are you planning to do?
I'm right now, because I already completed our diploma, our professional diploma already. So currently I'm actually doing my diploma in accounting.
Oh yes, okay.
Advanced diploma in accounting. And I'll also be doing my diploma in security management. So that's the path as for now. And not only that, I'll take my car license and stuff. Because it's been long that I couldn't take because of my weight. So now since I have lost weight, I have to do it already.
Nicely done. Okay. Nicely said. Well put. How did EI, emotional intelligence, help you throughout this whole journey?
Emotional intelligence. Firstly, we will have to understand what emotions that we are going through in the initial stage. Actually, we have to understand what kind of emotional needs that we are going through, and also we have to recognize. I think we have to feel comfortable socially. That's how I feel.
Okay. Last question before we wrap this up.
Okay.
What message would you like to tell me or to the listeners?
Okay.
We have this little devil in our head telling us that we can't do it.
Okay.
Always telling us, "Oh, you don't need to wake up, go and sleep." Telling us, "Oh, you can't attain that goal." Why you want to go and that's the little voice in us.
Yes.
What is that message to that voice?
If you want your dreams to come true, you have to have the courage to pursue them.
The courage
To pursue them. Not only that, besides that voice that's coming over your head, you should know how strong you are.
This is where the self-awareness comes in, finding out your strength and your weakness and how you manage it. Self-management.
And then in life, there's always a breaking point. It's never going to be an uphill type of life that we'll be going through. There will definitely be a breaking point. So during the breaking point, we should actually sit and think, look at our past life, how we have been through, and then how many things we have overcome to use that to proceed further, to pursue further.
And be grateful for that also.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Well, okay, Haresh, I'm still lost for words. I'm also inspired. I also got to know what you're going to be doing next. I hope to see you on the media and the screen. Doing not only on TikTok videos, but on actual movies, Hope to see you there someday. I wish you all the best for the coming 2021, and let's catch up soon.
Yes, definitely, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.